Hello, and thank you for joining me tonight. So, I will be doing another one of my three cards, one layout, but I'm going to be using Perfectly Plaid tonight with the Pine Tree Punch because these two items are on sale on Tuesday. Everything from the from the annual catalog, excluding just a few things, and that exclusion list is on my blog, are going to be 10% off for 24 hours on Tuesday, the 24th of November. So I'm super excited about that. And then also I wanted to share this card with you. I did a YouTube Live yesterday on this. And so this is linked on my blog as well. So I think that in the description, I've already added the link to my blog. So if you want to go there later and check out this video, this I did for a card swap. So I'll be mailing those off tomorrow. So I've got some interesting color choices here tonight. And if you are joining me live, I would love for you to say hello. So let's get started with our simple card. Need to grab my bone folder out of here. And probably gonna need that take your pick tool. So, in case you haven't heard me mention before, the raised part is of the crease is what goes on the inside. So when you crease your cards, know that the best looking fold is when the raised part goes on the inside. So that I'm going to actually just set aside because I'm going to stamp on Whisper white paper these cards, and because this is a photopolymer stamp set, hi Gloria. Hello everyone who's joining me. Lovely to have your company, and I would love it if you would say hello to me. Let me know you're there. So I'm going to be using the plaid tree. There are some really beautiful trees. I'm going to use a different one for a later card, but let's get started with stamping some of these plaid trees. So I'm going to start with Bumblebee. So kind of a non-traditional color scheme here tonight. Hello, Denise. Thank you for joining me and for saying hello. So there's our Bumblebee version. And need my rag. Dropped it. And next color will be Magenta Madness. So these are two of our in colors. And I did not notice that the in colors were on the exclusion list. Stampin' Up markers and a lot of the glue supplies like seal and those kinds of things are on the exclusions list. It's not very big, the exclusions list, when you consider how many items are in the catalog. So pretty much almost all of the stamp sets that you've been wanting, they're on your wish list from the annual catalog, are going to be on sale Tuesday. So this is Pretty Peacock. It is one of our 2019-2021 in colors. So aren't those fun and kind of different for Christmas? So I am going to go ahead and punch all of these out because while this is a simple stamping, I think I love the coordinating punches. And I think that it's a really easy and quick way to add a little fun to your cards. And this particular stamp has the stem already on it, so I don't have to stamp that a second stamp for the stem like I'm going to have to later. So my original card I did horizontally, so I'm going to try this one vertically. So these cards are just going to go on here like this, and then I'm going to stamp in Pretty Peacock the greeting. And I see that I may like this layout a little better, but I'll show you the horizontal. And you can tell me which one you like best. Oh, thank you, Denise, for sharing this out. I really, really appreciate that. That is so kind of you. And if you're watching this on a replay, I'd love to know which of the cards was your favorite. And you can share this out on the replay as well. And that's really helpful to me. So this says, may this special season be wrapped in love and joy. I think I have that fairly straight. And there we go. And let's get those trees down. And that is my simple card. Just like that. All right, let's get it glued. And I am going to use dimensionals for the top tree. Because even if you're a beginner stamper, you can use dimensionals, right? So that one's going to go towards the top and centered. And if you are a beginner stamper, using the right kind of paper really makes a difference. So if you're having trouble with getting nice images, especially with like these distinctive stamps, it may be because of the paper you're using. So of course, I would really recommend that you use Stampin' Up! Whisper White because it is designed for stamping on. So I'm going to go ahead and use 3 dimensionals on there. Yes, they are very pretty trees, aren't they? You know what? When I sat down to design this card this afternoon, I had an idea in my head. I knew I wanted to use this stamp set. And I realized that I had never stamped with this plaid tree, ever. It was a virgin stamp. And so there is our finished card. So what do you think? Horizontal or vertical? And while you're typing in your choice there, I'm going to stamp on the envelope. So horizontal or vertical. What color should I use? I think that because I probably should use the peacock, but because it's me, I think I'm going to use the Magenta Madness one. And there we go. Yep, I agree, Gloria. I think the vertical one looks better. So my husband saw this and I showed him this one. He said, that one's really boring. I wonder if he would think this one was boring too. And he said that just because, well, my boys, my husband and my son both think that the cards with all of the stuff are better cards. It's so funny. It cracks me up that they prefer the more is more type card. Okay, so there's our simple stampin' version. And so for the next one, I'm going to use the exact same trees. For the third one, I'm going to change it up a little bit. So let's get those trees done. First, the bumblebee. Hopefully I have that stamp cleaned off. Otherwise, I'm going to get a very orange bumblebee. Pretty good. Oh my goodness. Oh, Denise, really? Both? And the magenta. And pretty peacock. I like the way these are fitting on the other side of this paper. That couldn't have worked out better, could it have? All right, let's get those punched out. So this um, next card is going to go on a bumblebee base. And I am going to bring in some gold elements to dress it up and make it look really Christmassy with the gold laser cut. Oh, it's from the Forever Fern Suite. I probably should look that up and tell you exactly what it is. Well, you know what? I know that the supply list is linked on my blog, so okay, let me close these up before I make a mess. And oh, I do need that because I'm going to stamp the greeting. And I need a little piece of paper for my greeting. And because this is just slightly stepped up from simple stamping, I'm just, instead of using a die cut to cut out my greeting, I'm just stamping this. Yes, I totally agree with you, Denise, that sparkle would definitely add a little something, something. It's actually quite a challenge for me to go simple and try to keep it with a minimum number of supplies. So that's kind of my goal. When I do simple stamping, that's kind of my goal. But yes, and if I send these cards, which I will probably be adding some bling. Okay, so there's my pieces. And let me grab my card base. This is Bumblebee. And give that a nice crease with my bone folder. I think that this card would look really nice if you use that subtle embossing folder too, or an extra layer. So this is what I'm going to use from the gold foil laser cut pieces. This is very shiny, very pretty. And that's going to go down first. So again, it's a pretty simple card, but this little bit of gold, this little gold embellishment just really, I think, dresses it up a lot without a ton of effort. And those gold laser die cuts, there's a ton of them in there. All right, so this guy, I'm going to have the pink on top. And before I place those trees, I am going to be using, I wonder if I should switch to vertical on this one too. I don't know. I think I like the horizontal one on this one better because it's gonna provide the balance that I'm looking for. The ribbon that I'm gonna add. So more dimensionals on this one. Here's my. So I'm going to use dimensionals on my greeting for this one, and I'm going to place my greeting down first. I want to be able to I wanted a little bit of the gold all the way around, so and this tree to go over just a little. So with those in place, I can now that I know where my pink tree is going to go, I'm going to go ahead and glue down the bumblebee. And then the pretty peacock tree. Oops, it came loose. I apologize for not getting my nails done before I did a live. They're kind of a mess. What's sad is I just did them yesterday. So I apparently didn't do a very good job because it's chipping. Thanks, Denise. Yes, I love the bumblebee as well. It made the most beautiful fall cards. But I'm having a lot of fun this year with doing non-traditional colors with my Christmas stuff. So tomorrow, because of the online extravaganza that is on Tuesday, because of that, I'm going to do another live Monday night. I was going to do it on Tuesday night, but I have a rehearsal. So, and I love singing on worship team, so I just changed all my plans to do a Monday night. But that is probably better because then you have, more time to get your list of things that you want together. And if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, then I would love to be that for you. You can shop online 24/7, and I believe that sale goes live midnight Monday, because it is for 24 hours. All right, so got my sweet little Magenta Madness ribbon there. Just added a glue dot. Maybe I want it on the tree. Yeah. Did I say Thursday? Tuesday. Tuesday is the day of the sale. And I am going live tomorrow night. And tomorrow night's live is going to be, let's see. Tomorrow night's live is going to be gift cards, or sorry, yeah. Well, gift tags and gift boxes. And Lori, I may borrow your 3x3 idea. All right, so there is our second one of slightly stepped up. And of course, in this one, you would want to do probably a white panel in there and maybe the Merry Christmas from that stamp set. So my last card, I'm going more traditional with green, but not completely because I'm changing it to the mint macaron. And the paper that I'm adding to this one is some of the designer series paper from the Forever Greenery. As a matter of fact, I think that's the name of it. Oh, lovely, Lynette. Thank you. Oh no, you're gonna have to find it because it is a fun little punch. As a matter of fact, I had another idea for a slimline card that if you guys remind me when I'm at the end of this card, if you want to see the slimline idea that I had in my head, let me know because it would be just punching. It would be super quick and easy. Thanks, Lori. Okay, so I have chosen this panel for this card. So a little bit different. And there's a bunch of these. I think there's like 6 or 8. It's a lot of these. So you could get quite a few Christmas cards. Some lovely embellishment. Low effort. So just little bits of glue. And get that down there. And then I am going to emboss the greeting, of course, right? So seems to be my favorite way of stepping it up. Gold embossing on Pretty Peacock. And then I'll be cutting that out with the, I better get this cleaned before I get Pretty Peacock in my Versamark. That's my rag again. So I don't have to be as careful with lining this up since I'm going to be cutting it out. So are you guys sending Christmas cards this year? Those of you who are with me? And even if you're not with me, if you're watching this on the replay, let me know what stamp sets you're using to make your cards this year. Just until it melts. There we go. I love embossing. Whew, that was too close to the heat tool. It got hot. So I'm just going to tape that on, and I will let you look at this pretty card while I go over here to my embossing machine. And you may talk amongst yourselves. There we go. So Lori, I should share with you some of the picture cards that my upline sends out. She makes her own every year and puts her picture cards in them. And they are just stunning. Every year she sends one, and every year I'm just amazed at what she does. She's amazing. Okay, so there's my greeting for this card, and I need to get some stamping done. So I'm going to switch to this more live looking tree. And that one has the little stem that I'm going to have to stamp. Alternatively, I could just cut that off. After I punched it out, I could cut it out. But I'm going to go ahead and stamp them. And so I need a little block for the little tree trunk. And I'm going to be stamping on mint macaron paper. And I already I'm going to be using early espresso for the trunk and shaded spruce. So a variety of greens here and mint macaron. So I was looking at my card and I thought, I think it needs more trees. So it needs a little more of a forest of trees. So I'm going to stamp 2 of each color So those are my 2 mint macarons. And now I'll do my 2 shaded spruce. I'm going to cut this paper in half so I can use the middles. Oops. Darn. Okay, so this has to go taller because of the, I think maybe I'll just do it here and then cut that so I can get in there with the punch. Okay, so that was 2 shaded spruce, and now I want 2 pretty peacock. So I'm just gonna, pretty peacock isn't gonna get dirtied by my shaded spruce, so. If that freaks you out, I'm sorry. So 2 pretty peacocks. I think I can do it. I don't know. I think I'm gonna pause and punch these out. No, I need the stems on there, don't I? Before I punch these out. And you don't have to have brown stems. You could do no stems or green stems. It really wouldn't make much of a difference, I don't think, to the total effect of the card. Aren't they pretty trees? So again, using your punch upside down, lining everything up. And once I get it where I want it, then I just kind of squeeze, but I'm not all the way punching. At that point, I'm just squeezing to hold it in place so I can turn it over. I'm going to have to get into that other piece of green, I think. So one more pretty peacock. And an espresso truck. Pretty. Love that color on the mint macaron. So I decided to stamp on the mint macaron because I didn't want the stark white surrounding my trees for this particular card. All right, let's see if we can get these laid out on here. And aside from the inside, it's pretty much done. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put my greeting in place. Notice I'm using the same layout. May this special season be wrapped in love and joy. Oops, that one didn't come off. All right, let's get these trees on here. I don't know. What do you guys think? So here's my original with just the 3 cards. And here's with more trees. I think I'll probably try it anyway. I had to change that because it was too matchy match. Okay, let me go ahead and get my bow tied. Audition that on the card and let me think about those trees. I think I like it. I don't know that it's that much better than the 3 trees, but what do you guys think? 1 vote for more trees, 2 votes for more trees. Let me show how I'm doing that. That was completely off camera. So I do a loop and then I wrap around and I make sure I go over my thumb and then I push the ribbon through where my thumb was, remove my thumb and keep pushing the ribbon through. And then just pull and tighten and fiddle and fuss until I get my bow looking like I want it to. This is really beautiful ribbon. It is called reversible. It's pretty peacock and old olive combo, which of course are the coordinating colors for this designer series paper. It has most of the greens in it and makes it really fun to work with. Yeah, so I think I'll trim those a little better, a little smaller. Okay, let's get these glued down and some of them standing up with some dimensionals and then gold. Gold. Must have left the lid off a little too long at some point today. Getting a little dryness. Okay, everybody voted for more trees. So it was worth having to watch me cut out 6 trees. I love the way that gold laser cut piece looks on this card. I really just love it. Ugh. When I look up in the camera and um, I see the shot that you guys are seeing, it looks so pretty. The lights are really making that sparkle shine. All right, these guys are going to go on the dimensionals. Glue. Glue on my fingers. I think I used a whole sheet of dimensionals today. I have to order dimensionals on almost every single order I place. There. Oh, this is really pretty. You just cannot beat the way our products coordinate. I just love it. That's what sold me on Stampin' Up way back when I started seeing their ads in my scrapbook magazines. The way the images that on the stamped images would coordinate with the designer series papers and the colors. Oh, I thought it was just divine. I think this is too big. It's a little hard to do with the glue dot on there. Okay, need a new glue dot. There we go. Trim the ends a little bit. All right, let's get some gold faceted gems. Now I'm gonna have trouble putting these on because I had already planned it out. See my 5 on there. So I'm gonna have to figure out new locations. So there are 3 different sizes of these, which makes them fun. Four, let's use a medium size one. And so the idea with your embellishments is to make sure that they direct the eye towards your focal point, which I feel is the greeting on here. You want all of them to pull your eye towards it. So I think that one's going to go right there. And we kind of have a whoosh down towards the greeting. Yeah, I think that works. All right, everybody. There we have it. The 3 cards. Let me bring, oh, that's going to give me a little bit of situation, isn't it? Let's look at them again. And if you are watching this on a replay, I would really appreciate, actually, you guys, put sparkle on top of, yes, I had considered that, and I actually had done it, and I didn't end up liking it, the gold on top of each tree. Now maybe what I need to do is something different, something completely different, but yeah, I didn't like that on top of the trees, and I ended up removing all of them. My first card got married. And there it is. There's the, I'm looking for the vertical one. There we go. Okay, so here were our cards. And so if you liked any of this, then I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, because I go live sometimes over there, I would love to have you be a part of that as well. And remember to take advantage of the, thanks Gloria, remember to take advantage of the sale on Tuesday, the 24th, online extravaganza, where you can get the Perfectly Plaid and the gold faceted gems and the foil laser cut foil embellishments, pretty much everything that I used here tonight, you're going to be able to get 10% off on Tuesday. Let's see what else. Oh, so for my local customers, I'm doing, this is kind of a last minute thing. like unfortunately everything that I'm doing lately has been last minute. A Christmas card smorgasbord on Saturday the 28th. It's going to be from 10 to 3, and it's going to be open house style, where you can come and make as many Christmas cards as you want. They're going to be $2 each, and they will not include envelopes. So if you're thinking you want to come on Saturday and make a bunch of Christmas cards, then maybe order some. Thanks, Denise. Maybe order some envelopes on Tuesday. And I also am giving away prizes for people ordering on Tuesday. So I am going to give a drawing for, sorry, a prize, and it will be a stamp set for the first person to order on the online extravaganza, and also for the person who places the largest order in that 24 hours. And if you are not local, it doesn't matter. I will mail it to you. So both of those prizes will be stamp sets. One of them I have here on hand, and then the for the largest order, that will be a you get to choose. And so I'll be contacting you about that. I think that about covers it for now. I think these have been really fun, and I have enjoyed your company. Thank you so much for spending time with me. And I will see you maybe tomorrow night. I would love to have you with me again tomorrow night when I do tags and gift boxes, and then next Sunday night as well. So until then, I hope that you are very thankful for everything in your life. Um, Great sermon today on thankfulness, and I'm looking forward to thinking about those 4 things, which I can't name them right now. I'm going to have to pull up my notes. But our pastor encouraged us to every day this week thank God for these particular 4 things. So maybe tomorrow I'll have my notes with me and I can tell you what that was. So I am thankful that you are with me tonight, and until later, bye.